in terms of managing risk, but also extracting opportunity would be like what we're doing with our hedge funds.
What's the number one secret to trying to build wealth during changing times?
You know, it's interesting. It's about building an edge and managing your risk. And ultimately, you can have to compartmentalize both opportunities. You know, the managing risk component, as you're seeing right now with markets drawing back, is at this point, right? If you weren't managing your risk, that's kind of, you've seen the byproducts of that. Whereas in the opportunity aspect, and you lean into your edges, you know, for us, our edges include, you know, venture capital agreements with early stage startups. So we're supporting entrepreneurs from their seeds, you know, to family and friends rounds, even pre-Series A typically. And, you know, you get an edge because you have an asymmetric risk reward profile, right? Of course, you know that every company that you're involved with is not going to become next Facebook, but nonetheless, you know, it's an asymmetric return profile that works well. You know, another one is in terms of managing risk, but also extracting opportunity would be like what we're doing with our hedge funds. We have an arbitrage in lending fund mandate, which means that we do not take directional risk. And that sounds interesting for most listeners, I'm sure. But, you know, if you could essentially buy any asset, in this instance, let's call it Bitcoin, for $100 and then sell it for, let's call it $101 simultaneously via computer algorithm, you'd want to do that, right, frequently. And so we have computer systems that are doing that all day across the markets. And, you know, so that's built us an edge. So ultimately, I would say it's obviously risk management and, you know, establishing your edge, which is really the most paramount key to success in any investment markets, regardless of sector.
Okay, let me see if I got that. That was a lot there, and that was really good. So building an edge and managing your risk, and edges could be something such as, you know, venture capital into some startups that have a asymmetrical opportunity to grow your wealth, right?
Right.
I think I heard that. And then the other thing could be the technology behind automating computer tech robots that are trading Bitcoin higher and lower on automatically. Is that a fair summary so far?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be computers. I think thematically, it's, you know, find something that fits your personality, right? For me, I didn't want to go play cowboy. If you are more of a risk-on individual, you can gain an edge being risk-on as well. But it's just, you need to know that about yourself and your own profile in order to figure out what strategy might work best for you and what you're trying to achieve. You know, if you're trying to achieve a 15 to 20% return, that's a lot different of a risk profile than if you're trying to get a 10x multiple.
Excellent. Very well said.